Welcome to a fresh episode of NBA 2K TV.
It's playoff season. This time of year is so exciting. We've got the NBA playoffs underway, and going on right now is the NBA 2K League 3v3 playoffs.
My favorite time of year, the highest level of competition in NBA 2K. Well, one voice that we all now associate with the 2K League is Dirk. His story is inspiring.
And Dirk invited us out to his hometown to get a behind-the-scenes look at the voice behind the mic.
And now, here's my 2K life with Dirk.
When I got into NBA 2K, I was like all in. I made up my life. I was playing 8 to 12 hours a day. With the NBA 2K League, I started off as the color commentary analyst guy to where now I'm the play-by-play voice of the league. I'm in a very happy spot, I would say. I was actually born in England. So at the age of 10, I moved to the Chicagoland area, and we actually ended up in Byron, Illinois. Very small farm town. One of, I think, the more older towns in the area, has a very rich history here. It was definitely a crazy move because it's such a culture difference from going from England, having a different accent, and the way you eat food, the snacks that you eat is so different to everything that's over here. It was actually one of my best friends, Remy. He's the reason I got into the game of NBA 2K specifically. One day he came over, rented a game from a family video that we had, and he says, "Yeah, this is NBA 2K10. I was like, "Oh, cool, like, let's play it." I played it one time and immediately was hooked. Me and my neighbor played every single day, search and crew mode, play now online, like all these different things. So that's where I started really learning the game of basketball and the ins and outs. And everything that I have learned from like about basketball to this day is all from playing the video game. And from that point on, I mean, I'd go years down the line. I could memorize the starting five of every single NBA roster because I would play so much in the game, and I would actively go watch the actual basketball too. Like, okay, everything is updating day by day. This guy's stats are going up and down. So yeah, it was thanks to 2K10. I feel like the reason I'm in the position now. And then when I actually started seeing, oh, there's money prize pools now, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm 13, 14 years old playing in a $2,000 tournament. Sure, sign me up. One of the first basketball games I watched was a Mavericks and Suns game. So that's where I became accustomed to Dirk at the time. All my gamer tags were kind of centered around something to do with like the Mavs, or it was to do with Dirk Nowitzki himself. The name Dirk is always going to be there. Fun fact, when I was going to become a citizen, I was thinking of adding Dirk in as a middle name because I don't have a middle name. I still haven't been able to meet him just yet. But he did get me the signed jersey, which is like #1 prize possession.
Vandy brings it Greens. Vandy pulls it back again. Greens gets stunned. Down to the paint he goes. I see a deep midi. No, it's a very early.
It got to about senior year, and that's when I really discovered esports commentary. And when I started watching that and I heard the voices, I was like, I'm gonna give this a try. I immediately got done with it. I was like, okay, this isn't for me. Like, I really enjoyed it, but it's like, I did not sound good. But then the reaction I got from the Twitch chat, the Twitter world of, wow, this guy's actually pretty good. So, oh, okay, maybe I'll just, keep doing it.
It was a fun time. It was a fun season. That's what, like, a lot of people, if they don't follow me, I've been up to when we're not broadcasting NBA 2K League games, too.
Back in 2017, I was living in Arizona. At the time, I was still working other esports events, and that's when the announcement came out that the NBA 2K League was going to end up being a thing. So I was like, sweet, I'll get a bunch of clips and throw them all together. Phone rings from this thing is like New York, New York, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Pick up the phone, and that's when he said, hey, we want you to fly out to New York, Hulu Theater, Madison Square Garden. That's where we're having the first ever draft. We want you to come be the analyst for the draft. And I was like, yes. He said, it's next week.
History begins today. 102 of the world's best NBA 2K gamers will be drafted into the world of professional sports.
I feel like everybody has a turning point in their life, in their career, or you can say like, okay, I'm making it now. This is like starting to get realistic. That event, if I didn't have that, I'm not in the position that I am. Just my phone ended up actually like malfunctioning because of the amount of notifications I was getting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NBA 2K League Draft live from Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden.
I made
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet
Cole singing the national anthem before today's contest.
You're now connected to Jackie Zulu. Work hard, play harder.
Leisurely way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Kick back and tune in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Portland Trailblazers here at their home, Moda Center. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And the starting lineup for the Nets. Cam Thomas out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, Henderson and Simons are in the backcourt. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Kamare in at the 4 slot. Grant, a look into the future of the NBA tonight. These are two of the brightest young teams in the league.
You know, when it's all said and done, VA, these are squads that I expect to eventually play for titles. I mean, the talent is there. And, of course, it's all about gaining experience and gelling as a team.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Pass to Thomas. Schroeder, a screen on Simons. Here's Thomas. Cash money on the open jump shot.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now here's Henderson. Ayton, a screen on Schroeder. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. The drive by Simons. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Well, looking back, it wasn't too long ago, Grant. The Blazers had an 8-year playoff streak.
NBA, that's no easy task. Some great years, but couldn't get over the hump. Now I think it's time to reset and build around their youth.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
Pass to Simons. The rebound by the Nets. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter. And here's Schroeder. Here's Thomas. With the teardrop, it's hauled in by Henderson. Thomas has gone 1 for 3 on the night. There's a screen. Henderson drives in, and that one's good.
Attacking the hoop. That is Scoot Henderson's bread and butter. Unstoppable when he's going downhill.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. To the paint. Here's Bridges. Hey, great D that time from Grant.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Now here's Simons. Tight defense on him. Pass to Henderson. Grant with it. Covered by Schroeder. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Kamare, that's good.
When Jeremy Grant is dishing out an assist, that is a great sign for this team.
The Nets have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's Thomas. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And it's Simons missing. And here's Schroeder. Here's Thomas. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
It's all tied up in Portland, and we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Sharp teams with Thibault on the perimeter. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Robert Williams. And it's Brogdon in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Ayton gets it to go.
Just a strong sequence there from DeAndre Ayton.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Brooklyn, trailing by 2. Outside Johnson. Brogdon against Simmons. The kick out to Walker. And it's off from three-point range. The Brooklyn Nets kind of hit the reset button early in 2023, dealing away star power, Richard.
Yeah, it was a big decision for that franchise, sending themselves back to the drawing board in some respects. But they got a ton of picks for Kevin Durant. They got a ton of picks for James Harden. So they have set themselves up to be in a very good position moving forward.
Now here's Bridges. The kick out to Walker. The three. Williams grabs the board. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Thibault uses the glass on the layup. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Brooklyn trailing. Simmons looking around. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
Timeout called, the Blazers.
Once I got that check and I showed my parents, like, oh, so you can make money in this. I still don't know if my parents truly understand what I do, as funny as it is. I brought my dad out to a 2K League event this past year, and he enjoyed it, and I never seen my dad get emotional, but he started tearing up a little bit, which I really liked. And my mom, she just likes to show the pictures around of me, like on stage with the headset on with everybody else, and then the rest is kind of history. It's just a different sense of pride when you're in like a small town area. Being able to go over to the high school, and I've talked to classes 2 different times there about what I do with my NBA 2K work and my esports work.